Alright, so in this video I'm going to show you how to do two things. First, I'm going to show you how to take a screenshot or a picture of your 3D design in TinkerCAD. And after we're done with that, I'm going to show you how to download your design too. So if we want to take a picture of it, you got to make sure that you're looking at the best possible angle. That way we can see as much as possible. So what I would suggest is set it at an angle where you can see the top and a couple sides of your project, not just one side like this or even the bottom. And also, you got to make sure that you fill up as much of this opening as possible, because it's going to take a screenshot of about right here where I'm dragging my cursor along the top, as well as the bottom. If you're zooming out very far, that's the only thing that's going to show up. And if you're zoomed in too far, it's going to cut things off. So make sure you're at a good spot for the screenshot. Now here's how you screenshot. You click on the Send To button on the top right. And then to take a picture of it, right there's a preview, you click on this down button. And your house design or whatever it is going to end up in one of two places. It's either going to be on your computer or it's going to go to your Google Drive. And wherever it has to go next, that's up to you, but just keep in mind that's where it downloads to. And if you have to take a different picture, you just angle it at a different way and do the same thing all over again. Now to download the project itself, let's say you have to send a 3D file to me for whatever reason. First, you got to zoom out. Make sure there's nothing floating in outer space out here. If there's anything random like this, make sure you click on it, hit delete, and get rid of it. Second thing, you got to proof over it like you would proofread a book that someone might be writing or editing, or maybe even a paper you submit for another class. Make sure that this is perfect, because once I get it, I cannot do anything with it to change it, fix it. So rule number one, make sure that everything's connected. So you can't have stuff let's say, for example, on this one, we have this one that looks great from this angle, but if you take a look from this angle right here, it's literally not touching. If something is not touching, the printer that I send it to is not smart enough to say, okay, fill in this gap, and it will get screwed up. So you got to make sure that it is correct to your likings, okay? So to download it, it's pretty easy. We're going to click out here, so we deselect everything. Click on your export button on the top right. And you want to select everything in the design that should be clicked right here. Click on .stl. And as soon as you do that, it's going to download your STL or your 3D file. And it's going to go, same thing with your little picture you downloaded here, the screenshot. It's either going to go to your Google Drive or your computer. And then whatever you do with it next, that is up to you. And if it's a project for my class, I'll tell you what to do with it.